from the start.
Yeah, and Set is the boss. That is literally his title. So you can see it there, pushing in, making sure that they're having as much of a free reign in that top side as possible. Sion will become an unkillable demon in the late game, but you got to get there first. So see what this Set can actually do. And Magician,
no.
He's getting chased down. The heal comes out. They do not have enough mana, though, onto Paris's Cassiopeia, which means he cannot get the last Twin Fangs to take the kill.
You can see how proficient this guy is onto the Cassiopeia because the Q that he threw was exactly what he thought Magician was just about to flash. And had that hit, then you can flash immediately and E on him. But Paris?
Good flash. Not able to get into anything there. There's the flash cocoon. Nicely done. Oh, the satchel charge actually knocks him back into the Jarvan. And that means we're going to see summoners down in that mid lane and jungle. It's both sides looking to try and get an early advantage.
Yeah, and it's kind of like punches all over the map. It's like both solo laners trying to assert dominance in their respective lanes, exactly how we thought this was going to pan out. And this is how it's going. Now, obviously, both Godax and Magician, they are extremely low in HP, and that Elise from Double Aim is roaming around the top side of the map, something they have to be very, very cautious about, which is something that PIGESPORTS side is keeping in mind. This is why they're all the way pushed underneath WLGaming's tower.
Trying to keep that pressure down. As I said, there's the Swain just using his obnoxiousness to keep that Varus very much in check, not making sure he's not able to have anything. But you can see in this top side, the Elise roaming up. She's going to go for a little bit of a dive. You can tell that Elise is just one of the best in the game at resetting that aggro with the repel. Minions crash in. They're going to go for it. There's the Let's Kiss. They're actually getting a lot of damage down. And this is going to be a huge amount. Oh, he messes it up. He didn't get the flash in proper place. He still picks up the first blood. But the flash in from Icebreaker is not enough. And that is going to be Godax ending up with so much in his back pocket. And it's just a complete failure from WLGaming.
And in the Baltics, we call Godax God, because he's so good playing the air god. Guess what? It's not the only champion that he's so good at. He baits the top lane and jungle of WLGaming into diving him. And even though he does mess up the true damage, he tries to flash and pre-aim that true damage onto double aim. It doesn't work out, but guess what? This is a Set. It's not that easy to get him down.
This Set is and you can see why so many teams throughout the world, from Korea, China, Europe, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, they just have to put so much emphasis on this pick because he is just so damn good. But I think he might have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew right here. As I say that, he has a red buff and he is starting to heal up quite a bit with those Conqueror stacks. But Icebreaker says no to you, my friend, and will be able to pick up that return kill. So WLGaming able to bring back that deficit into an even game.
That was a little bit too greedy right there from Godax, because sure, even though he does manage to get the buffs off of double aim, he tries to stay a little bit too long to try and push the wave and gets instantly punished by Icebreaker. And guess what? Double aim is back up there to punish.
Yeah, they have got the ultimate there from Icebreaker as well, so they will get the knock up as they go in, but that's a big haymaker to try and get the kill. They will end up trading, I think, just about as they pick up a 1-for-1, but the zombie is whacking at the door of your face, and that is going to be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of WLGaming.
Again, so darn greedy from Godax. You have to respect the fact that WLGaming, they picked on the first rotation that Elise blindly for a reason. Double Aim is so good at playing that aggressive game. He knows where the summoners are missing, and he's going to come back up there and punish. And Godax was disrespectful to Icebreaker and disrespectful to where the jungler from WLGaming was. And guess what? He's gotten punished twice back-to-back.
Back-to-back punishes, and Icebreaker able to pick up 2 of those kills as well. Means that he is just in a very nice position. Actually 10 CS ahead with that Bramble Vest and the Bambi Cinder. So he is just in such a strong position to be able to even contest this guy in the early game. And for PIGESPORTS, this is not what you want to be seeing. They need to find a way to stem the bleeding, to stop this massive amount of gold going into this incredibly tanky Scion.
Yep, and usually the reply to that would be a Blade of the Ruin King. We see it a lot coming in from sets. The attack speed helps a lot with the double punch, and also you can wreck all these HP bars from the really beefy tanks as Scions, Maokais, and so on in the top lane. But right now, set falling behind, the Bubble Vest being already locked in, means that the Scion puts out a lot more damage to Godox from his own auto attacks. So this is going to hurt a lot, getting that set further ahead, and Pig might have to try and look into another lane. For example, this bot has been doing great. They've been zoning away. Hungry Panda and Bananito, possibly Twist, has to pay attention down there.
Need to be very, very careful. Level 6 has been hit there by the Kalista, so they have got the Fate's Call available.
Throw him in!
Don't know if it works quite that much if the Varus does hit his Chains of Corruption as well, but big fight possibly coming in around this dragon if they want to go for it. You can see pings from PIGESPORTS already looking to try and set something up.
You can tell that both of these teams want to play extremely passive because Magician isn't going GLP, he's not going Luden Seeker, he's going straight for that Seraphs because he's already purchased the T. Godox, yet again disrespectful, and look who's there.
I don't think he can even get the damage down just with the anti-healing and everything. And yes, the Elise is here to pick up the kill, but I don't even think it was needed. Great play from WLGaming and just pure disrespect from Godox.
Yep, especially when you don't have your summoners available to you, especially when you don't have the teleport. You're already behind in CS, behind in experience, and now it's going to be so much harder for your own team to deal with that Scion. You should be the one on the sideline creating nuisance for that Scion. You should be the one stopping the Scion from getting into the team fight because she has to fight you on the sideline or you're going to be taking a tower. And right at this point, it is Godox getting bullied out of a lane that he should have had won by his own doing. He was the one that fended them off, 1v2 underneath his tower, and then he took all of that and threw it away.
Yeah, went from 2-1 to 1-2, or 1-3. Sorry, excuse me, 1-2 to 1-3 very, very quickly. No teleport either. Has flash now, but so does Icebreaker. Is building towards that Bilgewater Cutlass as well, so he might have a little bit of survivability. But Scion is king of half items as he picks himself up a Jerome's Fist to get himself even more HP in these skirmishes.
I think Scion is the god of no items as well. His base stats are crazy. His shield is insane to fend off the damage. I really do like the pick coming in here from Icebreaker. We do know, of course, that with the Sunfire Cape damage being buffed, that is a lot of magic damage that's going to be going popped on back onto Godox. And of course, Bramble Vest also does magic damage with the auto attacks from Godox. So how do you fend off that Scion? Because he's going to be doing more magic damage than Cassiopeia is at this point in time.
Yeah, we'll see how they kind of go for it. It's not all doom and gloom for the side of PIGESPORTS. They did pick themselves up a Mountain Drake, of course, traded for a...
He's up there again. Uh-oh.
He is. I see him. He's waiting, trying to see if he can go for something. The dive is potentially there. They have got the Rift Herald as well to take the tower straight off the bat. And you can see that's exactly what they want to go for. But this time, the Jarvan is here, so the dive might not be available for them just yet. Cocoon lands. They go in. There's the Cataclysm down onto Icebreaker. He's forced to flash away. They have got a lot of damage. The Mega Inferno Bomb coming in over here as well. But the Repel goes up. Spider comes down. The turret will just about stay alive as they jump in, flash away from the Jarvan. They will eventually take down this turret, but here comes the Cassio. The Jarvan cannot stay away. Kalista dies on the bot side. Varus is traded as well. As we keep going into this top side, it is going to be the set dropping overall. It ends up being a pretty much global play from WLGaming as they look to try and keep putting down the pressure.
And they're doing so great at it right now. Paris abandons the wave in the mid lane to go and assist his top side. What a great stuff coming out from Double Aim and Icebreaker. We said it's all about the solo lanes. Godox made it. Godox broke it by disrespecting the top and jungle of WLGaming. Magician way too late to the play. Bot lane dies as well. PIGESPORTS are looking like they've lost control of the entire map in just 2 minutes.
Yeah, 3,000 gold now in favor of the side of WLGaming. They've got themselves a lot of pressure around the map. Yes, you did pick up a kill on the bot side, but it was traded back almost instantly. So you know, if we had a replay, I'm sure we could see exactly what that was about. But overall, if you're We Love Gaming, if you're a Greek League of Legends fan, you're exceptionally happy with this situation.
And the thing is, this is a rule of thumb for solo queue as well. You never camp a lane that's been hard losing, even if that guy in the lane is set and he's very strong. Godak's yet again in trouble.
Yeah, we'll see if he can do anything here. We'll get the Haymaker off and try and keep himself alive, trying to just run away, but he is being chased down, cut down by this Sion. No unstoppable onslaught available, but I don't think he actually needs it right now. He's just pushing him and pushing him and pushing him, and that's a straight-up solo kill for Icebreaker.
He pushed him to the point where he just knocked him all the way down to the floor. Godex's face ate the dead off of Summoner's Rift, and let's see if they can kill Double Aim.
See Double Aim going on top of him. He's trying to get himself out as much as he possibly can, but he will end up falling to the Ziggs. And that is a good little shutdown there over to the Ziggs. Gets him a little bit more gold in this game. But while that's all been happening, We Love Gaming have been setting up shop in the side of PIGESPORTS jungle and just taking everything they want.
I'm just gazing at the HP bar of Sion, and I'm looking at all of these perpendicular lines. I'm like, how in the world is anyone gonna read through these?
It's gonna take Kalista so damn long to get her spears into a position where she could actually start to tickle him, let alone do some meaningful damage. And that's why Icebreaker, he is totally fine this far up, this far quote-unquote extended, because he knows that he can just back away and he's not going to die. He has the unstoppable onslaught, he has the TP, he is in no way in any danger. But gotta take a breath, take a step back. PIGESPORTS are not out of this just yet, but We Love Gaming, they need to take this pressure. But mid lane, Icebreaker trying to get in as much as he possibly can. Paris has blue buff, but not a great help bar. Great cocoon off the backside, needs the flash burnt there from the Ziggs, but he is in just so much trouble. Tries to use the Mega Inferno bomb, but it's just not enough to keep him alive or to trade back a kill. They actually go straight back in. The Zonya's used as well. What are you doing, my friend? And this is just straight up We Love Gaming dominating in this game.
Oh my god, as much as I'm happy to see We Love Gaming potentially one step closer to getting out of the groups, it pains me, Penguin, to see PIGESPORTS play like this. That ain't the PIGESPORTS that beat Kenty 3-1. That is not them. The reason they swapped Twists from ADC to jungle was because of the synergy together with Magician. And suddenly they put Magician on something that's extremely passive, which means that Jarvan cannot follow up with ganks in the mid lane, and he has to look elsewhere in the map. And the rest of the map is just straight up chaos, and there's nothing PIGESPORTS can do about it.
You're looking at a 4,000 gold lead, or 4.5, excuse me, as we hit the 15-minute mark. The Ocean Drake just taken. We're going to have a Cloud Rift ready to go. But We Love Gaming, this is perfect for them. This is just exactly what you want to see. Extra Cloud Drakes to try and stack up some cooldown reduction for your Varus, your Cassiopeia. Fair enough, it doesn't do a lot for the Elise, but again, there's no fear here. You've a Sunfire Cape, Bramble Vest, Ninja Tabbies.
Oh, they might have got Paris here.
They might have been able to catch out Paris here. He's going to try. Cataclysm goes down. They have got the Kalista, and the Kalista will take it very low and gets traded up straight away. A 1-for-1 trade in a 2-for-1 situation, and that's just straight up gold lead.
Yeah, and if you remember from the start, both Clydex and Magician went with that cleanse to try and get away from any potential cocoon coming in from the Elise ganks, which means that Clydex does not have the summoner heal, the battle summoner, to be able to withstand all the damage coming in from Paris. So Paris is now fed on the Cassiopeia, a very scary late game champion. Sion is already beefy to the point where I don't think anyone can touch his HP, but Twist is going for the tank Jarvan, and he's already so far behind that I don't think he'll be tanking anything anytime soon. And of course, Ziggs going for the late game and aiming for the Seraphs does not have enough damage yet. So who's gonna shred that Sion is the question, Penguin, and I can't even answer it myself.
As much as the Sion is a very scary prospect, they are in a fairly okay situation going for 1-4-4.
the entire bot side jungle.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'll go wherever in the world I like. I'm the second Mundo.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not Mundo, but he'll go where he pleases because he does not care wherever he's going. But to see Tam Kench Ultimate gonna try and push it into the top side. Flash burned there by the Callista. See if she can keep running away. They are gonna try and get the Swain to slow everyone down, but you're not going anywhere here, mate. And that's going to be easily 2 kills popped off for a double kill for the Cassiopeia, and that is just there's nothing they can do. Yes, they get bot lane turret, but what do they lose now?
If that was a best of 3, I'd say, well, good game. Just think about your draft in the next game. Think about how you can make your early game a little bit more effective. But they will literally go 0-3 after this game. And I think this drops every single faith they had for these play-ins.
Here we go. Catalyst goes in, or Cataclysm, I should say. There's the tower falling, though, and that means they can't really stay underneath. No defenses. They've got his Ziggs. He's got a lot of ultimates there. They are going to see the Unstoppable Onslaught used in this bot side. Maybe going to have to force a flash out of this set. He has got the Haymaker to keep him alive, but he's waited just too long, and that is him going down. Not even going to be bothered flashing away. Icebreaker now 5-1-3. This set could not have been in any more of a bad place.
Onslaught has turned into an onslaughter for Godox, and in the Baltics we see a lot, especially in the top lane, when things don't go as planned. A lot of players will sort of zone completely out of the entire team and just kept on pushing the lane down to the point where it's like, hey, mate, stop running it down. We still have a chance. The Ziggs is going to get there. Maybe the Kalista too. The Jarvan might be tanky enough when you have his gargoyles. We still have a chance. And the top lane will just take the headset off and he will just keep on pressing one lane down until the game is over. And it feels like the mental is a little bit broken for the side of Pig. We talked about the star player, Magician. Sure, he's not beaten down. He can still do things, but he's only on the Ziggs. I'm not sure how much of a hyper carry you can be on the Ziggs. You can fend off waves, but I'm just not sure you can carry that 1v9 style, quote unquote, that we talk about. But they might have got Paris here.
They might have caught him here as he just flash away, trying to get away and try and 1v3 this. He's got a lot of HP. That's a fantastic petrifying gaze. And this is all turned right around. There's nowhere for you to run, nowhere for you to hide, little piggies. And they go wee all the way home. We Love Gaming dominating right now.
And I think this is where exactly they're going, Penguin. They're going all the way home. Shelly, the second one, Shirley, is going to be popped onto the Rift. And this could potentially be an inhibitor tower / inhibitor, because it's still about 10 seconds for the rest members of Pig to come out. And even when they do, what are they going to do versus this Wheel of Gaming squad? 6-1-2 on the Cassiopeia, 5-1-3 onto the side, 4-2-4 on that at least. The early game was impeccable this game.
And I love what We Love Gaming did. They didn't commit to taking the inhibitor. And you're probably thinking, why would they not do that? Because you are just funneling gold and XP into the side of your enemy because your minions are constantly pushing into them. If you can cause a freeze, you can stop them from getting any kind of experience or gold or benefit whatsoever, while also still having just a straight up open inhibitor. So I really love the decision making here from We Love Gaming. They're now 7,000 gold up. This game is just looking so done with. I hate saying that. I hate saying that the game is done, but Pig need a miracle or possibly 5 more after that to really think that they can have a chance in this game.
And I like the point you brought up about the inhibitor, because I think this is something that Perks did. Oh boy, Pig is engaged again.
He's trying to go for something maybe not. Here. They're looking for anything.
In Worlds last year, where I don't remember who they were playing against, but they took the G2's inhibitor super early into the game to the point where I remember Wanda allowed it to happen. So it was a top laner pushing. He allowed, I think, in 15 minutes for the inhibitor to go down, just so all these minions run into G2's base and they can finally CS and get all that XP and all that juicy gold without being threatened for a dive from the enemy team. And Will of Gaming played it very well right here. They put the pressure down bot, pushed the wave, and now threatened Baron, which is going to be much easier for you to not just press one inhibitor, but to press multiple ones at the same time.
And now we see what the next move is here from We Love Gaming. They've got themselves all the pressure in the world, all the items they could possibly need. As you can see, he's 1v3ing Icebreaker. Maybe not so much he doesn't want to do it just yet, but he is still able to walk in, face check, walk out, not really much of a scratch on him.
Oh,
it's going to be very long until this...
no.
Sad. This is... Oh, he's got the Bork, so he should be fine.
You could say that Godux was lacking crucial information right there, but he does end up getting out of it.
This is the positives you see with the set. Now, I will say the set will become a menace if he can get to 2 items, 3 items, and that's when if he can avoid the Scion, he's almost there. He is almost there, and that's all you need is one good team fight where the Callista is free-firing, you get the Catalysm down, and you're able to put down the Mega Inferno Bomb for massive AoE damage. But it looks like WLGaming have decided they want to go for the Baron, and that's going to be their play and how they end this game.
Yeah, but this is the perfect play for Pig to turn it around, because if there's one place where the Zig shines is when everyone is bunched up together into that Baron pit. And Magician is just, he's around, but he's not necessarily hitting anything yet.
He's not hitting anything yet. Paris was just chasing down the Jarvan. We see the Swain going in, not able to get hit up by anything really, and that's going to be the Baron disengaged from about 4,000 health. You can tell they're not really confident in going for this, and that was just a straight up 3v4 that was won out by the side of Pig. However, they haven't got the waves right in the exact position, and now they're probably going to lose this mid lane tier 2.
What's good to be noted here is that Icebreaker was having a 1v1 with Kleidex, and Kleidex managed to get Icebreaker on his own into half health. So that Blade of the Ruin King is doing work right now on the Callista. You can say sure, but I need to explain the attack speed and auto-attack Varus, which is going to pump a lot of damage later into the game. And Godux!
Cocoon has landed. He's going to use the ultimate to try and get away. Haymaker does land. He puts down a lot of damage, and they may be able to get a kill. They do not get it cleanly, though. Double kill for Icebreaker, and now this big Scion can just keep the damage dealers away from everybody on the side of WLGaming and keep chasing them down. Cleanse and flash burned by Magician. There's a Tam Kent's jumping in on the backside, but you're going alone. He's solo, but they don't know that just yet. Now they realize they could have done something there, but Pig very much running with their tail between their legs as WLGaming starting to threaten that Baron, really looking to try and end this game.
And you know what the scary thing is? This is a 1-for-7 set, and the amount of damage he was able to pump out onto Bananito and Double Aim, that stuff is illegal. And it's going into my illegal book, because that champion is disgustingly strong for a 1-7 champion. That's beaten
40 CS down, 40 CS down, 6 kills down, died 7 times. Doesn't matter. Got 2 items. Now he's a god. But this is what I was talking about. This isn't over for Pig. They still have their inhibitors open. They still have potential to kind of look for these fights. It's just very difficult, and those windows of opportunity are incredibly narrow.
So here's the thing. If you take it from lane to lane to lane, I do believe that Sett and Sion will be very equal, because Sett will be providing different things than the Sion. Sion can provide a front line and a beefy tank, which at some point Kalista will be able to deal with the percentage damage. Now Godux, after the previous fight, is feeling very confident. He's like, I've got this, guys. He's like, nope, I'm just running away.
He didn't realize that the Sion had picked up a Titanic Hydra. Titanic Hydra definitely going to be more of an issue for this set now that he can't just run at him. A lot of damage there, especially when you're at that kind of melee range that just sets him up for the Sunfire Cape procs as well. But while this is all happening, Pig trying to find a pick, trying to find someone to kind of catch on to, while WLGaming are taking a dragon and vision control around Baron.
I don't necessarily think that Pig needs to find a pick right here. All they need to do is pressure out the waves just so WLGaming don't get a free Baron. So make sure you ward the top side of your jungle, you stay safe, pressure out the waves, and then try to contest for that Baron. WLGaming cannot make a move on the Baron until that Ziggs is dead.
Yeah, the Ziggs able to put in so much damage, as you said, but the Baron has been started. Ziggs is still alive. They shred it, though, with the Varus on hit and the Cassiopeia, who's now sitting at 3 items.
Wait, they're allowing
I think
this?
It's too late. It's too late. They had no information. They didn't know it was going down, and straight up, WLGaming take themselves a Baron, justly deserved in how they've played this game.
And it's funny because Icebreaker was playing Gatekeeper on the top side quadrant of Twist jungle, so no one was allowed to come in. And then PIGESPORTS were way too late to sniff this out, way too late to party. No invitation sent out by WLGaming, and a very sneaky and quick Baron by them. Pretty free, actually. And I'm just going to continue here by saying from lane to lane, sure, Jarvan is going to be more useful than Elise in the late game. Of course, he's going tanky. He's got the utility right there with the Cataclysm, with the Flag and Drug and everything. The Ziggs, though, versus the Cassiopeia, I just find the Cassiopeia much more useful, and the jungler might be going down.
Jungler might be going down. As I say that, though, they get a lot of damage down onto the Varus, almost able to get him, and he died within the Tam Kench. So overall, a 1-for-1 trade. That's one Baron buff you don't have to contend with. However, the one you probably wanted to get rid of was the Scions, because he's just unstoppable in these side lanes.
Shouldn't that be a kill for Tam Kench, though? Because the Varus died in his belly?
I wonder if that would work like that. I would always love to know how that would work if they were to, like, you know, make it so that if so, like, Bard killed someone or something like that with the Zhonya's because he stopped them from escaping or something. That'd be cool. I'd love to see that implemented. It would be so troll and people would just kill each other all the time, but it'd be funny.
I mean, it would be. Uh-oh.
Oh, they get the cocoon down. He is on top of a last cone and had got the fates called. There's the engage. They get a lot of damage down onto the side. Unstoppable onslaught does land twice onto the carries, and they are just being shredded down by this massive Scion. Now the rest of the side of WLGaming can jump in on top of this set and take him down. Icebreaker will not die. This man is unkillable. It's a triple kill for Paris. Hey. It's a quadra kill. Will he have enough in the tank for the Penta? Unfortunately not. The minefield stops him down. But Paris with the quadra as WLGaming pick up 4. They lose none and they look for mid.
Double celebration, quadra kill for Paris, and Icebreaker finally goes down after 5 people repeatedly beat on him. This is an absolutely crazy performance. Magician pays the ultimate price as well. Great stuff coming in from WLGaming. Insane early game, very decisive. They knew exactly their game plan and they executed to perfection.
There was no doubt from the first few minutes that this Scion was going to be an issue, and it took 5 people to eventually take him down to his second death of the game. However, WLGaming, they're not feeling that confident. I'm liking this, though, because they know that there's probably a TP available for Godux. He could have gotten in behind them. They're going to back up, reset, get themselves set up for the next dragon, which spawns in just under 2 minutes, and really look to try and make sure they win this game.
That was a crazy fight. Icebreaker was tanking both Magician and Clydex, and Clydex was taking more damage from himself than he was taking from Scion. And that is a triple item.
Oh my god. Look at the Scion's item. He's gone with the Yomu's Ghostblade. I love this. This is